Hey guys, how's it going? So I made a video that, got a handful of views. So I got caught. I tried to work 2 full-time jobs at the same time, and they found out. And if you're new to this channel, I've made several videos about it. It's almost 1 million views. That's a lot for me. 10,000 people subscribed from watching that one video. So I thought it'd be a good idea to introduce myself, tell you guys why I'm doing this YouTube channel. As a 32-year-old married guy with kids and a lot of other stuff going on, why make YouTube videos, and what my plan is for the channel, what you can kind of expect moving forward. That video on how I got caught working 2 remote jobs got 2,500 comments. So I'm gonna kind of weave in comments that I've seen on some of the videos. I would actually love to know who you guys are. So this might be a little weird, but comment below where you're from and what you do for a living. I'm like super curious. As for me, my name is Jake Farron. I live in Utah. I'm a product designer. I work at a tech company designing websites and apps and such, which I'll get into more. I've been married for 6 years. We have 2 little girls. This is from Walmec. He says, cool video as usual, Jake. I'm wondering, are your upper teeth real? There's another comment where the guy said like, oh, typical YouTuber, clickbaity title, and why do all YouTubers have veneers? So funny story about my teeth. Back in high school, I got into triathlon, so I was doing a lot of cycling, and this is back in 2005. No one my age is cycling. I always felt weird as a young man being in the spandex, super tight shorts and shirt. Now, of course, I don't care. It's like a superhero costume. It's freaking awesome. So I'm 15 years old, I'm riding all the time, and one day I decided to skip school and go for a bike ride. So I would typically go up in the canyons kind of close to my house. And this particular day, I go up, do this hill climb, and then on the way down, it's this steep, windy road up in the canyon. I looked down for a second to see how fast I was going. I looked down at my bike computer, and when I look up, the turn is right there. So I lean into this turn and go off onto the oncoming traffic side of the road. Luckily, no one was coming up the road. Like I could have been hit by a car like head on and killed. So I leaned into this turn, and I think my back tire lost traction. I ended up going down this way and road rash up my entire arm, all down my side. My bike shorts are split open, so my butt cheek is hanging out and it's all bloody. I have a baseball-sized goose egg like on my shin. It somehow hit the frame of the bike and just swelled up immediately. But my teeth were intact. No problems with the teeth. So I called my brother because I was afraid of my dad finding out that I wasn't in school. So I called him to come pick me up. Well, about a month later, I went out on a morning ride and got hit by a car and smashed out all of my front teeth. So yes, my teeth are fake. I have veneers, but not by choice. This process of getting the implants put in was like pretty much lasted all of high school. So throughout high school, I had a retainer with a tooth on it. It's called a flipper that I could take out. But the whole teeth thing definitely impacted my life, probably made me more of a shy person than I really was. So yeah, I've been dealing with teeth issues for a long time. So switching gears, let's go back, bike pun? Yeah. Let's go back to this first comment. Comment from Sam Weinstein, who said, make videos on UX design, how to be a UX designer, your journey, etc. So thanks for the comment, Sam, much appreciated. So how did I get into UX design? For this one, we're gonna go back to the college days. I went to college to play lacrosse. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I had no idea like what I wanted to study. I basically went there just to play lacrosse. I studied economics because it was the shortest major that I could find just to get the heck out of there when I was done. So I played all 4 years of lacrosse. In my last year of college, one of my lacrosse buddies and I had an idea for a startup that we started working on. It was like an app. This was in 2013. So this is like the pinnacle of messaging apps. Like Snapchat was huge. WhatsApp had just sold for whatever, $1 billion to Facebook. So we thought this is our chance. So we made this messaging app that it was basically like Giphy, but for videos. We thought this was our big chance. Like this was gonna make us our $1 billion and we were gonna buy Ferraris. We were just freaking idiots. We basically did everything wrong. I've made other videos on this, one on like knowing when to quit. So I talk about the experience of like walking away from that startup. I ended up dropping out of school with 16 credits left to finish my degree. We moved to the Bay Area for a short time trying to like raise money for this startup. But during this time, I got obsessed with startups and obsessed with product design. So I did all the design myself, and then I started doing online courses, and I would watch these YouTube videos of startup founders. So there's this series called How to Start a Startup that's really good. And it's like people that have built these massive companies explaining how they did it and like what they did in the early days to get users and that stuff all just fascinated me. I ended up moving back from California because things were getting pretty serious with the girl that I was dating. We ended up getting engaged, which means it's time to like, you know, put the startup to the side and get a real job and actually make money. I was lucky enough to get a product design intern role at a tech company. So I got into product design, or UX design, user experience, by way of startups. It was by studying all these startup founders, taking some online courses. Honestly, a lot of that stuff is kind of garbage, but having the real world experience of having worked on my own startup, I think is what made the difference for me. But yeah, getting your first job in a new field is never easy. So that's kind of my journey on becoming a UX designer. In the future, I might do more videos on like UX design principles, or how to be a great UX designer, or, you know, how to get promoted within the design org. I don't know. Org. We corporate people like to say org. All right, I think it's time for another comment. This comment is actually hilarious. I think I laughed out loud when I saw this, and I showed my wife, and it's now something that we like say back and forth to each other. So this is by Christy B. She says, "Oh please, this is so scripted." Yes, I have to write some stuff down, okay? I can't just go off the cuff. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. I've been doing it for a couple months. Okay, so why YouTube? Why am I doing this? Why am I subjecting myself to the criticism of the internet? I love YouTube. This is where I waste all of my time. I love the platform. I love the style of content. But maybe more interesting for you guys is, what can you expect moving forward? Where is this channel headed? And the truth is, I don't know. I don't know exactly where the channel's headed, but nothing is as exciting to me right now as YouTube is. I'm fully committed to making this work. So we're headed to the moon. I'm going to join the ranks of the Mr. Beasts, the Ryan Trahan, the A-Rack. That's the ultimate goal. That's what I want to be doing with my life. As far as like types of content, I'm going to continue doing stuff like this where I'm just kind of sitting at a desk sharing ideas. I have endless books that I want to be doing reviews of, but I am going to be moving more towards like content that typically works on the platform, like content that does well on YouTube. The vlog, challenge, journey, experiment kind of videos. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, why I'm doing the YouTube channel, where I come from. What do you do and where are you from? Comment it below. I would love to know. That's it for the video. Thank you for your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.